Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you brush your teeth? Why do you put alarm clock? And why do you take shower? Why do you feel hungry? Well, there are a lot of things which happens to us automatically. These are so minuscule that we don't even notice them, that these are our automatic behaviors which we have formed since our childhood. And one of the unique quality of our behavior is that if we repeat any of the behaviors, it becomes automatic to us. It gets engraved in our subconscious mind, and we feel that we don't have to tell anything. We don't have to command the actions for the automatic behaviors. We don't have to tell anything to do anything. Take an example that you're hungry. You don't have to tell yourself that you're hungry. It happens automatically. It is a biological process. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to discuss one of the very important topic today is how to form good habit. Before I proceed, I wanted to discuss what habit is. So as I suggested previously, that anything which you do repeatedly becomes an automatic process of your lifestyle. Anything that you do more frequently, every day you repeat that action, then you feel like that it has become a part of your lifestyle, and that is a habit. So a habit is nothing but your repeated beingness. So ladies and gentlemen, how can we form a good habit? Before we understand how we can form a good habit, let's talk about how habits are formed in natural, whether it is good or whether it is bad. So I was reading a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he has described that there are 4 parts of habits formation. First part is cue. The second part is cravings. Third is response, and fourth is reward. So these are the 4 parts which forms a habit. Now let's take an example that you want to smoke. So what is a cue? The cue which triggers the reward. So you want to smoke, it's a cue. And craving is that you want to have that relief, feeling of relief that you get out of smoking. And response is that you have taken an action, you lit your cigarette and you smoked the cigarette, that's a response. And the reward is that the relief that you get out of smoking a cigarette. So this is how we can divide all the habits into these 4 sections. So the first 2 parts, cue and cravings, these are the problem section. And the second part, response and reward, is the solution phase. So any habit that you have, that you already have, or that you want to form, you need to put across all those habits into these 4 forms and see how you are driven. Are you forming an outcome based habit, or you are forming an identity based habit? Now let's quickly move on to discussing how we can form a good habit. Now understand, before even we form a habit, you need to understand why you are forming an habit. Is it something that you want to achieve materialistically, or it is something, an external thing that you want to achieve, or you want to become an improved version of yourself? That is because you want to form an habit. Let's take an example that you want to quit smoking, and you want to form a habit of that you don't want to smoke. And somebody asks you that, do you want to smoke? You say, though, no, I have quit smoking. And when you say I have quit smoking, it says that there is still an element that you might smoke if somebody insists you. Another person comes and asks you that, do you want to smoke? And you say, no, I'm not a smoker. So you are telling the other person about your identity of being a non-smoker, rather than telling yourself that I have quit smoking. Earlier I used to smoke. So ladies and gentlemen, all I wanted to say is that if you want to form habits, try to form habits which are identity based. Try to understand, by forming the habits, who as a person would you become in the future, rather than what outcome would you achieve in the future by forming the habits. So James Clear says that if you want to become a best version of yourself, form the habits which complements that image of yourself in the future. Try to form that kind of habits. So the best way to form habits is to ask yourself this: is this complementing to the person whom I want to become in the future, or who I wish to become in the future? Or is this complementing to one of my goals that I want to achieve? Because goals are temporary. Once you achieve a goal, you have to chase another goal. But identity is permanent. If you become a new person, improved person, that will stay with you all along the time in your life. So we have to form habits which will last. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you loved this video. This is today's first video episode on habit transformation. I look forward to see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye. Thank you.